Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory, yes. Back on good old Satisfactory, ready for another day. Back on our modded playthrough. And if you'd like to know what those mods are, the mods list is down in the description section of the video along with a link to Satisfactory Mod Manager, so you can download and install mods for yourself, yes. So, back on here. Last time, we had finished hooking up the oil pipes. We did the oil pipes up over the train station. All the way that way. We had finished hooking up kind of to do motors. We're going to check on that real quick too. The modular motors we need to get installed. I've been doing a little bit of painting here and there and putting down more of these designs on the roads and stuff like that. I'm still working on it. Just kind of doing that in between episodes. I also did some roofing and stuff like that too. But here we are at our whatchamacallit. Yep, here we go. Our modular motors. Been trying to let this game run to get these fully built. Excuse me. In between episodes and stuff like that. I also got a bunch of stuff I need to get rid of because I was doing some. I was doing some building in between episodes too, just a little bit. Nothing serious or anything like that. Just like I said, roofing stuff, kind of redesign on certain little things. Oh, we need to go this way. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and head on down here. Get rid of our grass that I completely forgot I had. Get rid of our grass. And then put our leaf stuff in here and our wood stuff. The only reason I'm keeping wood is so I can turn it into solid biofuel for right now. Yeah, I ran out of concrete. I was like, I should probably record an episode. I've been at this for a few hours already. And we will see that stuff shortly. Let's head back to the truck though. Because today's episode, and probably the rest of the week, I don't know how long I want to spend on it because it's not going to have a function. But in kind of the theme of our architectural, there we go, and our architectural builds, as you can see, I've been putting like crosswalks down and painting these. I kind of been deliberating on whether I want to have a solid yellow line or a dotted yellow line. Because the solid yellow line just means you can't cross it, and the dotted yellow line means you can cross it, as in like passing, and you can cross over to go, to either side. You can't drive on either side. I'm just saying you can cross it and park into a parking spot, for instance, or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I went ahead and did some of that as well. Oh, you can see the sparks from you can see the sparks from the train kind of breaking up there. Let me get rid of this ladder now. We no longer need it. Yeah, I didn't do all streets. I was just kind of messing around while I thought about things and whatnot. So this week, and I said, I don't know how long I'm gonna spend on it, but this week I want to work on the. Oh, I didn't paint these. Whoops, I forgot. Oh, no, I got them. Never mind. I wanted to work on the whatchamacallit, the rail yard. That's it. Yep. Wanted to work on the rail yard because that's just something we wanted to do and whatnot. I didn't get any lines down right here. I think it's because I kind of ran myself out of that stuff, but yeah. The one thing we wanted to do was rail yards. Now, there's a couple of reasons. One of the reasons is because I got a spot over here that I kind of want to fill in between the road and the cliffs. The super highway we got going on here and the cliffside, I um, would like to put something over here. That rock's kind of a pain in the butt. Get across the road here. Yeah, I would like to put something right here. I think that'd be really, really cool. And whatnot, so. Yeah, I guess we'll see how that goes. I did a solid yellow line here because this was 3 foundations wide. Um, and I'm probably not gonna do a sidewalk over there either. But yeah, oh yeah, so the roofing I did was this building right here. This building didn't have a roof on it for a little bit. Probably should be using the alt click. There we go. Yeah, that building there, we put a roof on it. I also did I did these things, big concrete pillars on. This is our power factory, or I guess our power station that uses fuel generation to generate power. So it's got fuel generators underneath this, um, and what's not. So there's that. I also did I finished up the walls and did the roof on our factory over there too. Our our coal factory, or our coal generators, for generating power over there as well. So I put part of it, the part with the angles and stuff, I put up on a different level so that I could easily put a flat roof on it. Because that's what I wanted, was a flat roof on that one. So then I put I put those big concrete pillars kind of on the towers thing, so make it look like it's part of the building. A lot better and stuff like that. So we did the roof there. Apologize for the loudness. That's just the fuel train getting unloaded there. So yeah, and I did that, and I think that's about all I did. Oh yeah, I put sidewalks on the main road over here as well. Kind of got the sidewalk going. I don't know how I expect people to cross this. I didn't exactly do that one. Maybe I should do... Let's do this real quick. I need to figure this out. Oh, I'm out of concrete. And I didn't bring my truck. Oops. Now I got crosswalks over here. I also redid these as well. I need to redo these power poles. I mean, I didn't necessarily redo it, but I did the sidewalk on here. Finished up the sidewalk that goes around here. So yeah, trucks over here. But yeah, so I think in this spot, this would be a great spot for a rail yard. And whatnot, so that'll be pretty nice. Oh, got our autosave lag, of course. But yeah, nice big rail yard. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it because it's another one of those no function buildings. I guess at least the oil tower has some kind of function. It gives us the ability to deliver oil to different locations without needing a bunch of pumps and stuff like that. So, yeah. Let's grab some concrete here. I'm about out. I need to go get more. Just completely forgot though. This rock right here is going to be a problem. I wish I could select it like this. Allow me to select that. Because those are items that can be moved, just not in the natural game. They need to be done in an editor. But I think you could probably figure out a mod that might do that. Is it 1 meter taller than it needs to be? No, it needs to be 2 meters taller in order to get around that. I guess the other thing we could do is do this. kind of square it off like we have with other stuff. And then it only needs to be covered by a couple of 2 meters. I don't know. I really don't. I guess the other thing you could do possibly do like a 2 meter. I might turn this into something. No, but the train, no, that won't work. Let's see if I do this. No. This would be a straight up 2 meter. Now that's the sidewalk. You can't do much about that. I mean, technically it will be. So. Yeah, something like that though. So 4 meter, yeah. But yeah, oh, I also kind of walled this off as well. That way it's all walled off, and it's got its own little railing too. I did this all the way along, all the way around. It's all got this railing next to this here. It's weird that you can kind of hop. Isn't that weird? What is that about? That's so weird. I'm the only crazy one here, right? I also want to do, because I know we wanted to do a water tower. I actually might do the water tower out here because this is where the water pipes are. You know? This is where the water pipes are, so I don't know why I don't do a water tower out here. And stuff like that, because that's where all the water pipes are. So that means the other artistic build that we do is that isn't going to be the water tower, is going to be, you remember that one block that has the miner sticking through it? I think that might be the spot that I do that in. It's not going to be a very big build because that block is pretty small. You can kind of see it right there. You kind of see it over there, way over there. Yeah, that block is kind of small, so yeah. But yeah, I have some ideas and stuff like that. So, we shall see. We shall see. Just kind of deliberating. It's just, yeah, we need time to kind of waste while these modular motors build or get built by the game. So that's kind of why I'm kind of like, it's probably a good time to do this. Plus, there's another reason. I never explained all the reasons yet. So one of the reasons to build the rail yard is to because like I said, we need time in between the build. Or in between the whatchamacallit. We need time just kind of waiting around for those modular motors to get built. There we go. Brain work. Come on. I know it's Tuesday, but come on now. So we need that. We also need time, or we need to, not time, we need to take up, putting more trains on this thing because here pretty soon, Update 8 is going to come out. And we are going to, I could sit here and watch these trains just all day. I don't know, it's just fun to me. But here pretty soon we're going to have Update 8 and it's going to disable all mods. We're going to be disabling mods to avoid any kind of issues. So we'll be playing without mods for a while until the mods get updated. Then we'll start adding them back in. But yeah, that's going to be the other thing. Is that. that yeah, we need to disable mods. And you think, oh, well, that's not that big of a problem, right? I mean, you just disable the mods and you're fine. It's like, yeah, we kind of future-proofed this game, or this save, I should say, so that when that update does come out and we need to disable our mods, we can do so without much trouble, which is just perfect. Um, so the only thing we're going to lose is the trains, but we need a rail yard to put all of our non-modded trains. So when that does happen, we can just throw these new trains on the line. So basically, we need enough space to fit all of our trains that we currently have going. Um, and we'll have to get a list together as well for that. So now that I've spent the first 16 minutes talking, let's get her done. So the one thing we're going to need is a lot of space, and that's what this space is perfect for. This space is just perfect for this, and it's kind of outside the city, so it's not like we have to move our superhighway or anything like that either. So that's really nice. So here is what we are going to do. We need, let's see, we need 10, 11, and 12, so we need 24 foundation long. I'm going to say 30 foundations long. So, and then plus the sidewalk, so that's going to be 32 on either side. Let's see, how much is 32? We only need to go 31. Actually, we do need to lower this. Hold on, let me get all this back. It looks like it's going to be about as long. Is this tree going to stop me? No, okay. And I don't want to be stuck out here, so let me go back. Yeah, we'll have to get rid of some trees and stuff, but no big deal. So, I think right here we're going to have to inject a huge, like, intersection, I guess you could say. See, what I'm also going to do here is I'm going to go along here. Because this didn't exist. We'll do foundation. Something like this. But yeah, like I said, this is not going to have a huge function, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. Oh, save lag, of course. So it might be a little more boring of a build, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Or more of an artistic build. I want to try and build... also want to try and build like a big old warehouse where all the trains are going to be housed. A big old warehouse thing. But not looking like a warehouse, looking like a train station, of course. Okay. So all this is going to be concreted over. You can see it just being all built over there. But I'm wondering if this reaches... if this reaches over here, we'll just square this this road. We'll just square it off. And I think perhaps it does. It does. It does end up here. Okay. So that'll take some rebuilding, but yeah, we'll just square off this road right here. That's going to be a little bit difficult, but I guess not the worst. Yeah, we just need to make a turn, essentially. Because it's already squared off here. Yeah, we'll just square this off. And then just do it that way. And then that gets rid of this curve. Although I do like the curve on the edge of the city. Now you guys are probably wondering, why am I doing this large of an area? You know, why am I doing this large? You know, you just need some track and to store some trains, right? Maybe a building or two. It's like, yes, I need all that, but on top of that, I also need space to do the train lengthwise. And if you don't know, train stations in this game are 2 meters wide, or 2 meters. Oh, what did you say that? 2 meters long? They're 2 meters by 3 meters, I think, something like that. Um, Actually, are they 3 meters wide? No, they're like 3.5 or 4, actually. Maybe. Anyway, just do this. I love the smart mod because I can do stuff like this. It just boosh. Oh, that was only to there. I need more. More. So yeah, I'm also going to be putting the water tower out here. But there's one thing. There's that one thing that our trains. So the train stations are 2 meters long. 2 meters. 2 foundations. I keep saying 2 meters, but yeah, they're 2 foundations long. So basically, what that means is we're going to need a lot of space because since the train stations are 2 meters long, we need 10. We need 10 of those. What do you call them? Those freight things. 10 freight stations. Can't go past here for some reason. But yeah, we need the 10 freight stations long. Oh, I'm out of concrete. That's why. I just guess we'll just grab as much concrete as we can. Probably going to end up using it all as well. Yeah. So that's that. And it is ridiculous. There we go. Look at all that. Very nice, very nice. It's hard for me to explain my points. As you could probably guess, I am struggling. Just a little bit. It's struggling for me to explain this. You're probably like, get to the point, and I'm just like, I can't, I'm sorry. I just put all this concrete in here, too. Between episodes, wow. Didn't expect to jump that far. All this. Okay. And all this can just stay there. I'm gonna get rid of this. Once I delete this, there's no going back, by the way. No, we don't want to delete that. No, we don't want to delete that. Okay. Now we got to delete all the curved stuff, of course. And like I said, those pipes can stay where they are. It's not a big deal. That doesn't bother me. But they'll be sunken into the concrete. Okay, this is a curved piece. That's a curved piece. It's tearing my curve apart here. No big deal. I only spent like many hours on this. I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, I never did finish the train station thing, but yeah, um, that's how the train stations are in this game. So, um, that is just a crazy thing. That we're gonna need that much, but that's just fine with me. We are gonna have to move those power poles though. Get rid of all that. Okay. No more curve. Probably square off the other thing too, so that you have to take it. Can't cheat. Yep. So that equates to um, plus we need 2 train stations. Well, a train station and an empty station. Um, and yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna square. We'll just square that off there. It's fine. A little bit weird. That is okay. Now we can't take this any further because we're supposed to be able to cross here. Wish I could do this a little bit better. I don't know. Should hopefully be what we want though. But yeah, that does equate to having a lot of areas. So that's 12 foundations, or not 12 foundations. That's 12 pieces that are 2 foundations wide or 2 foundations long. So then it equates to 24 foundations. Sorry, my brain is just really extremely slow today, and I don't know why, but it just happens to be. So yeah, apologies for that. Can't really control it. Um, just something that has to happen, I guess. Yeah, and since that is the case, um, I kind of like this curved better. Um, yeah, I like this better curved than what it was. I mean, I don't mind like squaring it off, but I kind of like this better curved because it made more sense. Give me a moment. Okay, so after after much deliberation, I have decided to leave the curve in. I think the curve looks much better um, than the squared off version. Yeah, I think the curve looks much better. Um, Now, the one thing I did, y'all probably wondering why this isn't glitching, this material and this material, is because I selected all of the bits of the road. Well, not all of it. I selected most of it. As you can see, there's slightly different heights. I select it with the micromanager tool and then change the inclination, I think it's called, or the maybe not. No, inclination is well. I guess it could work. Whatever. But yeah, I had lowered it or changed it to tiny and then lowered it down just one little bit. And just that one little bit has made a huge difference. So it looks much better. I think with the curve, it does look much better as well. We can keep our curved sidewalk and things like that. And we'll figure out something to do with this little triangle, um, or whatever you want to call it, this little slope piece. Either if we end up like putting more foundations down just to kind of level it out, um, we could easily do that, I suppose. Yeah, let's do that. Depending on how these puts these there, we might have to lower them down as well. Yeah, because they are going to cause issues. Definitely. Yeah, we're going to have to lower those down. So yeah, we'll just take our smart mod here. Grab all those pieces. I suppose we could raise them up. Never did think about that, did we? Control I. Oh no, we want to lower them down. Never mind. Uh, Control K. Yeah, we do want to lower them down. Select this one. Select that one. Yeah, so that they're down below the road. Lower it even further. Yeah, there'll just be this little bump around here. Because I lowered it down once, and that's going to conflict with the road Z fighting. And then I lowered it down again to not conflict the road. So that's why there's going to be... It's not noticeable. Yeah, there's a slight bump there, but you're not going to notice from far away or anything like that. It doesn't look too bad, so... Yeah, and then everything's squared off and everybody's happy. So, yeah, this is going to be our rail yard and whatnot. This is going to look really cool, I think. So yeah, the one major thing that we're going to be contending with, I think, is this rail here. These two rails right here are going to be contenders for um, our rail and whatnot. Now, you know what I should have done, and I could still do this. It would just be an absolute pain. Like it would be really painful to do, but it can be done. If we were to raise this up 2 meters, raise this all up 2 meters to meet this, and then everything would be on the same level. But you know what? The little hump there is actually not too bad. We'll leave it there, something like that. We'll figure something out. But I will not be raising it up 2 meters, like I said. It can be done, but it would be a nightmare. Even with the micromanager mod, I'd have to delete and replace a bunch of stuff too. Like the foundations could be moved easy enough, but then I'd have to replace the rails, I'd have to replace the block signals and the power poles, and I just don't feel like spending a couple hours doing that. That is a really cool shot. We're going to get both those planets in there. It's going to be a total eclipse. Wait. Oh, that's even better. Oh, dude, that is... Wow, they did a really good job on the skybox. All of this is now in shadow. Nice job. Nice job, Coffee Stain. You did a damn good job on this. I didn't think it would actually eclipse the moon, but it does eclipse the moon. So that means the moon that orbits this planet is further away than those planets. So those planets are a heck of a lot closer. I mean, it makes sense. Oh, that is so cool. I love it. Good job. I mean, they're not going to be able to make the shadows work because that would take way too much on graphics-wise. Um, but that was pretty cool. I've never, in my 1,200 hours, I've never experienced that. This is the first time I am experiencing that, so I'm pretty happy. And that just made my day, I tell you. Made my day kind of like when people tell me, "Hey, I like your series," you know, and I just that just makes my day, man. It makes me want to continue onwards and whatnot. But yeah, onto this. So you're probably wondering how we're going to set all this up. There is going to be a storage facility as well um, on this rail yard. We're going to have a storage facility for like extra raw materials, water and oil as well. I kind of want to do extra materials on. I think that'd be really cool. I know we haven't done a whole lot, and we're just kind of talking about it. That planet's gotten bigger. That planet is definitely orbiting us, um, as it has just like tripled in size. That's pretty cool. They must have a system, you know, like if you guys ever played Space Engineers, that game has an orbiting system as well for all of its planets. It depends on how many planets you want. I haven't played that game in years. Maybe one day we'll hop on there and we'll take on some kind of like I don't know. I'm not really good at doing story, like making up my own story, because that game's more like a survival game, kind of like this, but really doesn't have an end goal. As far as I know, I haven't played it in a while, but yeah, as far as I know, it doesn't have like any kind of end goals or anything like that. But it would be really cool to do something like that. Okay. So anyway, back to what I was about to do. Um, we need an intersection for our rails. So the first thing we're going to need to want to set up, um, in order to do this, is we're probably going to want to set up an intersection here on this rail, these two rails here. I kind of want to get water train. There's just one water train there. I kind of want to get probably want to get all the trains over there. So this is the return line. So we're going to delete the return line. And the train's just going to sit up there, I guess. And we're going to let that train go. And then we're going to delete this other rail. But I want all the trains on that side. That'll probably be the best for it. Because there's another thing we've got to do as well, which is going to be extremely difficult, I think. And that is going to be getting the rails connected, getting the entire rail network all connected in some way or another, some shape or form, and or another. Um, these ones are going to be the most difficult, I think, or not, maybe not the most difficult, but they're definitely going to be difficult. Trying to get these connected up with going up here. There's a couple of different ways we could go about it. One of the ways that we could do it is we could bring the train line. We could bring the train lines like up here onto this little rail system here, and then kind of tie in from coming uphill. Or we could connect them down here and then bring them up this hill as well. Now, unfortunately, we can't use these rails because those rails are tied in. But we could definitely bring the rails over here. And then kind of piggyback off of this system and then head up the hill. Again, another set of rails going up this way. So you got those rails, and then you've got another set of rails on this side, which can be done. That is something we can definitely do. And then maybe subsequently somehow tie in this rail system up to there as well. Or There's another way I was thinking of. And this is just the planning phase. That's this whole episode pretty much is going to be the planning phase. We might do a little building like we done the foundation, but the other way is we could use this. We could reconnect that and use this side of it to bring the trains in. Maybe we'll make use of this little hump as well. Be funny. But use this space because we're no longer going to expand upon this thing here because we don't use it. I don't think we do anyway. I need to check. Yeah, so our capacity it's fluctuating, which is weird. 1252, 1251. I don't know why we're dropping like that. Maybe we don't have enough coal or something. But max consumption is 19,739 megawatts. That's quite a bit. And our capacity is only for 11,000. Now, if we turn on a few different factories, that's not going to really do a whole lot. That might raise it up to here. And then all the factories going might be up here, but I don't know what this consumption is. Other than the trains themselves, there shouldn't be much consumption at all. Eventually, this should hopefully backlog. But yeah, we could use this thing right here, this whole open section, to bring both the fuel line train, that whole entire circuit that also includes the oil trains, and we also need to bring the iron and the iron coal, or the iron. Yeah, I guess iron and coal too. So there's a coal line down there. That'd be the iron train, the limestone train, which those are on the same circuit with the copper train, and bring those up to this level as well. Now, the other thing I think I was going to tie in this with that system because it's close to that level already. Do we have any room inside this station? Because I know down here is at ground level, but I'm wondering if I do have a bunch of room on the one side. Like I do have this room here I could use. Yeah, we could use this as like a way to bring the trains that are underneath, under the factory and this road, to bring them up this way. We could use that and then tie it in right here onto this station here. So basically, yeah, we just have a train line that tied in here. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to do that or not, so we shall see. Look at this mess I got down here. There's just no good ways of doing angled slopes and stuff like that in this game, unless the slope is already started out as an angle. And then you got to try and tie it into the world grid and stuff like that. There's just no real good ways of doing it to make it look good, so I'm just going to give up. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and tie these in again so that they can continue running, because I was going to try and build an intersection here, but I think the intersection is best built elsewhere. This might be too small anyway. So just tie those back in. Oops. How did that work? Uh-oh. That's probably not good. Yeah, I thought that was the case. Uh-oh. No! train's trying to go forward, it has no power. Oh, hey! Go, man, go! Go, man, go! Yeah, the electricity trains are not the best. I still would like, I would like longer, slightly longer train lines, to be honest. I would rather have like a 2.5, maybe, for the engines and the cars. The cars and the engines are a little too short for my liking. They're not realistic. They're more like toy box sized. And what do I mean by that? You know how you buy those really cheap toys for your kids, the cars and stuff. You'll get like a fire truck, and the fire truck is like kind of, I don't know what you would call it. Would you call it like kid sized, or like kid scaled, where it's like short for some weird reason? I guess it looks cuter. I don't know. Being me as a loving of cars and vehicles in general and stuff like that, it just all this stuff, it just seems like it's kid, like it's a toy for kids. That's what this looks like. This one's not so bad because it's got 3 wheels. It's kind of a little bit ridiculous, but it reminds me more of like a Mars rover style. And then we got the tractors, which are just weird. Like, they don't really fit, in my opinion, the little tractors. But yeah, everything's kind of shortened up. Um, I would say half a foundation longer, maybe an entire foundation longer, and that'd probably fix it, to make it look better. I think they would look better, definitely longer cars and longer trains. Either that or shorten them by uh, maybe a meter or two. Oh yeah, by the way, I also squared this off as well. I completely forgot about that. I squared this off and called it good. This has got an overhang, actually. The sidewalk overhangs the road down there, so that there can be a sidewalk here. Yeah, we need to go get more concrete. Also, I need to go down here to my trains. I need to figure out a path. We do need to figure out a path for this. Like I said, this episode's not going to be a whole lot. I should have mentioned that in the beginning, probably. Just forgot. Yeah, this episode's not going to bring a whole lot to the table, as far as getting stuff done, because we're really just kind of in planning. Once we get a bunch of planning done, then we can work on that type of deal. Maybe one more stack of... Yeah, call that good there. We're on the wrong side of the road anyway. Go ahead and turn her around. They need a better horn. Look, if your Mars rover is gonna sound like a beefy freaking 18-wheeler semi truck, like a big old beefy Peterbilt Kenworth, you need a freaking air horn. You need a freaking air horn for it, man. I don't even know where you'd stuff the engine for this. Like, the engine for this thing, like a diesel engine, would that be underneath the storage? It's too small of an area. I don't even know where the exhaust is for this thing. Maybe the whole thing's one big engine. Or at least like the front half is the engine and the back half is the storage. They just kind of made it look like it's all one storage. Yeah, you need a big old beefy engine, or a big old beefy horn inside this thing. Definitely. Okay, so here's what I wanted to do over here. There's not no concrete. I'm gonna do like a 1 meter ramp. Because I'm not gonna do a flat because it doesn't really fit. But we're gonna do a 1 meter ramp to kind of level it off there, and then we'll do a 1 meter foundation underneath that. It's like, hold on. Oh, hey, there we go. There. And then of course we're gonna do. Oh, we don't have the. Never mind. We don't have any of those right now. Currently. But yeah, I think this section right here might be the best for tying those in. Oh yeah, I completely forgot I was going to go down here. Okay. Let's make our way. Got a train right here. Just hop on in. Trains need better brakes, man. I mean, soon we're going to be running with we're going to be running with the regular trains anyway. Okay, so basically, yeah, we got to hook up this route. With that other train line. I just got to figure out. Let's see, is it what's here? What's here? Oh, don't tell me. Oh no, that's not gonna work. No, that's definitely not gonna work. The only way that would work is if we somehow managed. I guess there's all this other open space. I was planning on putting like a ramp here to get the trains up that way. I guess we still could do it, but man, is it gonna be? It's just no. There's just not enough room down here. We'd have to go. Basically, we'd have to go out. We'd have to bring this, make this turn a little bit sharper. Because let's see, from here, so the train line, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, yeah, that's not enough room. What's behind here? Say, okay, so that's a no-go on that one specifically, but what about this one? Like, let's say we had another intersection that went to this rail here, or went to this section here. So then, yeah, we just get rid of this entirely. And then we just continue that angled wall. Until I got to here, of course. It's like there's just this big open area here. Just get rid of all this, so we don't need it. No. Oh. Is there something behind here? No, there's not. Okay. I was just curious. Okay, so we just get rid of that. I never did paint these trains either. Need to get on that eventually. Just pull that wall. Yeah, that'll work. We could even move this if we need to. I might remove this wall for right now. In this wall too. Just in case we want to push it back a little bit further. So we definitely push it back to here. That'll give us a little more room. Alright, so then we go transport. We're going to ignore all of this. Just your standardized railway. Okay. So then we pull this one right there. There we go. And then what we can do is we can remove this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this, move that block signal to here instead. Let's try not to get hit by a train. I mean, it probably won't do anything, but probably best if we just don't get hit by one. So yeah, let's move that block signal to here. There we go. And then move this one. There we go. Okay, so then, is this a 4 meter? It is. So then we need a foundation, we need a 2 meter, and then we just do the half 4 meter. Turn that to zoom mode, or vertical mode, I guess. There we go. Put that there, and bam! What's this? Looks like 2 meters deep. And then we'll put a 2 meter right here. There we go. Nice little alcove for our signal. Actually, yeah, moving that wall back that way was actually a good call. That was a really good call. I know it sounds like it's like, oh, you're praising yourself. It's just like, yeah, but come on, I was actually really lucky. I was really lucky that I did that. Oh, I had a comment on this series on the last episode just recently. And I thought that was just hilarious. Not the comment itself, but my response to it I think was pretty funny. To me it was. Tooting my own horn here. But yeah, so basically it was, yeah, you'll be going into tier 7 and 8. And I was just like, yeah, it only took 400 hours. It's like I'm going for the world record on most amount of hours taken to complete a game of Satisfactory. It's like that's what I'm going for here. Not really, but it does seem to be that way. Anyway. As long as those walls... Okay, the walls aren't glitching. Good. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So that's going to lead the rail this way. What I'm going to do is I'm also going to put a signal here as well. Yeah, you can see that signal. And what this signal is going to represent is once the trains get past here, then we don't have to worry about it. So yeah, then we'll take this. Let's see, right here. So 1, 2, 3. here. 1, 2, 3. So right here. 2, 3. Yep, perfect. If you don't know, the most optimal circle or the most optimal curve for the train line is a 3 by 3. So that's why I was counting threes. Yeah, if it's going right in the middle of the foundation, the most optimal curve is a 3 by 3. We might have to have a little alcove, a little, I guess technically, yeah, a little alcove. Oh, we could have gone. Yeah, I think I might as well. That was a little bit longer than I thought it was. It does need to stretch all the way over here, so yeah, there is that. But yeah, the train needs to end up going uphill. So basically, here's how this would go. So go like this, and then like this, and then so the train's gonna need to be foundations. I guess we'd have to do a 2-meter, wouldn't we? Because we're gonna do a 2-meter ramp. So the other train line has to be at least this tall in order to go over the other train lines. Obviously, it's not going to bridge like that. It's going to be going at an upslope, but it does have to be at least that tall. So basically, I'm going to have to do this. And they can only, trains can only do a 2-meter slope. I wonder if we have enough, we do have enough space to get the train up that tall. We do have enough space to do a spiral. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. I'm an idiot. I remember, don't worry. How could you ever forget? Yeah, that's like I completely forgot I was going to do this. So yeah, I'm just going to go upslope from here. And then that will make it... oh, we need to actually curve here. So then we'll curve. So this does need to be that. Yeah, we can't exactly go uphill right directly on it, so we really don't have the space. Yeah, you'd have to level off here, and then take the curve, and then continue. And unfortunately, this is not at the optimal level. So what I'm going to have to do... Ooh, you know what? That might not be so bad. Hold on. I got an idea. I has an idea. So we do this, right? Just like as if we're going to do normal. Slope it. 2-meter. Now we can't go any taller than this currently. Why is it not? There we go. I don't know why I was being such a pain. So yeah, then we level off here. Oh wait, no, we can't go any taller. And the reason is because the trains are too... any taller than this, and the train would be too tall. So we do have to level off here, unfortunately, but we can't go higher on that side, but we can't go any higher here. Actually, we could. We could go higher here, but yeah, I have an idea. All right, so the train comes out here. Oh, this is actually even better than I thought it. I mean, it's not as good as I thought it was going to be, but we just take out some of the supports. Yeah, no big deal. We just take out some supports. And we can leave that there. So we have the train's curve start here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The train just goes out here to these supports. I can go back where it was. This is how I made the building look supported. That was pretty cool. Okay. So we're coming out on this level, right? Yeah. So that level there. So we'll just block that off. So the train's going to come back in, because the train's not going to increase. It's not going to increase height from here. We'll just take out all that for right now. Probably going to put it back, but I just need to see where everything's going to fit. Okay, so currently 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then the train's curve is going to be here, just to put it in the center. Yes. So, yep. Okay, just to put it in the center. So we're going to try and shorten it up as much as possible. So we're going to put a railway here. We'll see where this track wants to straighten out. It wants to straighten out, clear out here, but then unfortunately that's not going to be an option. How is that too sharp of a turn? Uh-oh, we might be in trouble. We might be in some trouble. Actually, we don't have to start sloping up any particular spot on that side. So we could pull our rail. Let's pull it back a little further. I think it's 2 past, isn't it? 2 past the center. No, it's not that. Start about there. You want to start about there. 1 past. I think it's 2 past. Something like that. If I can avoid clipping, I will try. Let's see if we can turn this corner now. That's way too sharp. That's way too close. Oh wait, what am I doing? I don't know why I was doing that. That's weird. That's weird of me. Oh, that actually works. There. Okay. Maybe we're gonna take out these supports then. I don't need them. That actually does work. Okay. So then we'll just do the opposite, or do the same on this side. So it's gonna be 1, 2 probably. This spot here. Need to put a track to attach to, so it keeps things straight. We should be able to make the exact same curve. Yeah, there we go. It looks a little bit different. Why does that look different? 2, 3, 4. And the center, that 1, 2, 3, 4. No. It should be the exact same. Oh, it's just the way the curve looks. It probably looks really wonky from above, I'm sure. Alright. So now that the train is over here, on this foundation, I'm just going to go up from here. And this will basically just connect the rail. Oh, you know what I completely forgot about as well? It's like, how are we going to connect? Not this. Let's connect this real quick, just to connect it. There we go. Just like that. It's like, how are we going to connect? Are we going to? It's like, how are we going to connect this to this other rail? Yeah, I didn't think about that. Oh, we could do a return line, I suppose. Because this track can go closer. So basically, we just pull it to here. And then we go downhill just like the same as this. But then we find a place for it to connect to. And that's going to be an issue. I didn't think about that. Ooh. What if we go uphill? Right here. Like we pull this track out. We pull it out to here. Yeah, we ain't gonna be able to get that up there. We could do... I guess we could do a spiraled corner. Yeah, because the best spot for this... Yeah, well, let's make this slope real quick. Let's try it out. Unfortunately, that would have to be like that. Because I don't think it's going to let us... This is... That was weird. It was like... Did you see the hologram? It was like curved. Or off. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna let us. Yeah. I don't know why, but for some reason, even though it's a shorter curve here, it's fine. But this is less sharp and it won't let it. I don't understand that, I guess. It makes no sense why that is the way it is. Why this track is just so painfully difficult to set up sometimes. So if we move this one, instead of moving it there, if we move it here, that clipping is not that bad. But will it hook up? It will not. Of course. I need a return rail. I can't do that here because of the way the track's already set. Yeah, it's not going to let me. I guess unless I was to put like if I was to put an attaching rail here, I suppose. That'd be too short? No? It'd be weird though. Well, I guess it wouldn't be that weird. It'd be a little strange, but... So then we just put an attaching rail here. Then put that there. Used to be from. No? But it was just showing that it was going to attach there. Oh, good, that's the iron train. I was just like, uh-oh, I think I might have just caused an incident. Okay, what about here? The only problem is I have to keep reconnecting it. No? Still no. Still says no. I don't understand this track system. Well, I do, but I also don't at the same. It's like the most finicky thing in existence. It is irritating because it's just like, oh well, in this instance, it works just fine, but in this instance, it absolutely does not work, and it makes no sense why. They need to redo this system. It's just, it's much too touchy. What the? How? That is less sharp than this track, but it's just like, no, now it's too sharp. But it makes no sense why it's too sharp. Like the game does not, or the track system does not show why it's too sharp. Like, look, that works perfectly right there, right? Why didn't that connect a minute ago? But if I place it here, and then place it here, and then place it here, why does that work? But having this track here and connecting this corner to this, it absolutely says no, it's too sharp. How? I don't understand. But we got it. We got it done. Where's the copper train, by the way? I need to see the copper train use this. I guess any train will use it. It's fine. Okay, so now that irritation is finally over, we can get rid of these ramps. Oh, also, this needs to be a dual rail, or yeah. This is a single track system, so. Now the copper train, now we might need to put a second copper train on here. and whatnot. We shall see. Eventually, though, I think we will probably need to. Yeah, this takes up the space much better, though. I think it just takes up the space better. So this is not needed. What was this for? I actually don't know. What did I put that there for? I don't remember. Anyway. Okay, so I'm just gonna... Oh, that was, I haven't done that in a while. Fucking hell. What is wrong with me? Please, I need help. My brain has just failed today. I know. I must not not had enough coffee, I guess. Okay, we're just gonna act like this doesn't exist. We're just gonna wall it off, basically. Wait a minute, what? Oh. Let's see. Okay, yep. Yeah, we're gonna act like the outside world does not exist there. There we go. And these are 2 meters. Put 2 meter there. Oh, this is too short now. Didn't even think about that. Hold on. Get some autosave flag, of course. Yeah, hopefully these are all just 2 meters. Yeah, because those need to go away. I didn't even think about that. Okay. And then let's drag this over here. It's funny how you can hear the waterfall. It's pretty funny. All right, there we go. So yeah, just a little upper shelf, I guess you could say. Oh yeah, we'd also need to do foundations. I want to do a 2 meter right here, but I don't want to do. Nah, we just have to do a 4. Oops, other one. Okay, yeah, we'll just do a 4 meter in each corner. Okay, and then we're going to be 2 meter. 2 meter. There. Perfect. Okay. Oh, I actually, just one quick note. We're at the end of our episode. I did figure out something really, really cool. I don't know how else it's going to work here. I think it's going to work particularly. Maybe the walls are in the way. Let's get rid of the little angled walls for right now. We'll put them back in a second. But yeah, I did figure out something about the micromanager mod that I had no idea existed until recently. I think I completely forgot to mention it. Okay, so I'm going to put these here, right? And you're going to go, oh, this looks ridiculous. And if you're going to use the micromanager mod to angle these, it's going to look, it's going to take you forever, right? Because you can't multi-select. But yeah, apparently I've been wrong. We can select all of these, and then what was the key? It was right mouse button tool menu. No, it was one of these. Can't remember. Connect anchor to target. No. It was... Group selected items. Anchor only selectable. No. Lock scaling. Lock scaling. Lock scaling. Group or ungroup selected. It was one of these. Set anchor with selection. Set selection target. Which one was it? It's one of these. There's one to disconnect anchor points. Target connect anchor point disconnect. Okay. I don't know. Target rotation. Set anchor with selection to target rotation. It's like group. It was ungroup, I think it was. Okay. Sorry about that. I just couldn't remember. And then I believe it's Shift and L. I need to change the inclination to huge, I think. Oops. See how they're rotating though? Is that large? Or was it medium? There it goes. Okay, that's not exactly correct, but we're close. Then we just change it to tiny. There we go. Look at that. I don't know how Alt... Okay, so that still moves the entire thing, but look at this. Now we got road barriers. I don't know if locking that on. Ah, it does work. Okay, I mean, we didn't really need to do this, but I just wanted to show you guys that. In case you didn't know about it either. But yeah, so basically this button is just really, really handy. Zoop mode, so then we can zoop this all the way up. I'll probably have to... Oops. How did that get rotated? Okay. So then I'll take this, and I'll go Alt. There we go. Might have to move it a tiny bit. Okay, and it actually almost works. It almost works. Oops. Oh, stop it. I don't know why I did that. Like I said, my brain's not functioning correctly. But yeah, you can rotate and move. You can rotate items individually. Using the micromanager, so that is really handy. There These probably need to be moved. Or here, actually. So then we do foundations, and we do upside down 4 meter. And then if we want to just do this, that should work. No, then we just take one of these. Do it like that. That works, right? It works. I think it does. So then we take this over here instead. Something like that. And I don't know anymore. we'll figure it out some other time. But yeah, that's basically my plan, is to hook up all of these train lines. Just get them all hooked up to their own proper system, to one system, so that we can, when we have to turn the mods off, then we can just have a bunch of trains we can just roll out, you know, have them just ready to go. But yeah, we'll start, we'll continue to connect these up this week and try to get at least try to get some of the rail yard done and whatnot. We'll see what we can go from there. But that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. I know we didn't get anything done. It was more just a planning phase, which I thought, would be really cool to include you guys in some of the planning. Because I know it's not always glamorous to include you guys into the planning, because it's quite boring, and you're just like, oh, just get on with it, just get on with the video. I get it, but yeah, it's still cool to include you guys sometimes. Well, I guess all the time it'd be cool, but that's up to you if you want to be a part of it or not. But yeah, like I said, that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. So at any rate, I do hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.